Hello, you guys. I don't know what happened to my phone, but it gave up on me, and I apologize for that. So we did make the dough. We made the dough for the donuts. So we have that resting now. And then this is the butter that's going to get folded into that. So we have that sit aside. So the recipe was 600 grams of flour, 400 milliliters of warm water, 1 egg, 80 grams of sugar, 8 grams of yeast, 2 tablespoons of flour. I don't know if that's actually more in the recipe, but I think it's more. That was the 2 tablespoons of flour for rolling it out. That's what I think. And then the 30 grams of butter goes with rolling it out also. So those two go together. And then 2 tablespoons of vinegar went in that mix. So we're going to let it rest at least 30 minutes or more, and then we're going to take it out and knead it, and then we're going to go ahead and let it rest again. I'm going to take it out and knead it, and then I'm going to twist it. You roll it in long logs, 6 pieces, equal portions, and then you twist it, and then you roll it into a donut shape, circle, with the hole in the middle, and then and let them proof. So put some film over it and let it proof for another 30 minutes to an hour, and then put it in the and then parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and then bake them. So that's what that recipe was all about. So anyway, so let's get to the word of the day here today. And today we're talking about peace today, because Trump is going all around, and he is all around the world, and he is trying to bring peace and harmony to the world. And I think that is a wonderful thing. And just by listening to his speech yesterday, I just wanted to go to a page that talks about peace. So I'm on day 320 in this daily word today. So it says, I am an instrument of God's peace and harmony in my world. A musical instrument cannot play itself, but in the hands of a master musician, it seems to come alive with beautiful soul-stringing music. We ourselves are instruments through which God produces beautiful music, song of peace and harmony, for those around us to enjoy. As instruments of peace, we are continually sharing the blessing of God's love that lives in our own hearts and minds. The love and peace of God are waiting to play through us in an uplifting harmony of tranquil thoughts, words, and actions. Being God's instruments of peace, we understand that we are internally one with the serenity of God, in harmony with the peace of God within us, within others, and all around us. We bring every person on earth into our song of peace. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Psalms 51:10. So that's what we were reading today. And also, I also pulled out this book, Promise and Prayers, 365 Days of Devotional, of Devotions. This is a lady that was here, and she was at a seminar. She was a wonderful Christian speaker. She was here on a seminar, and her name is Friedman Smith, and she was just a wonderful speaker. And so she has in her little book, I'm going to read you what she says in this little book. It says, peace and his word. Great peace have they wished, love thy law. Psalms 119, 165 in the King James Version. Do you seek God's peace? Then study his word. God's word is unlike any other book. The Bible is a roadmap for life here on earth and for life eternal. As Christians, we are all called upon to study God's holy word, to trust his word, to follow his commandments, and to share its good news with the world. The words of Matthew 4:4 remind us that man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. As believers, we must study the Bible and meditate upon its meaning for our lives. Otherwise, we deprive ourselves of a priceless gift from our Creator. God's Word is a transforming, life-changing, one-of-a-kind treasure, and a passing acquaintance with the good book is insufficient for Christians who seek to obey God's Word and to understand His will. May your teenage head's banger meets the angel's heart knocker. I don't know what that actually means, but so anyway, so going through, life, we need so much stimulation. We have our cell phones on. We're constantly looking at our cell phones, where we have the TV playing at the same time, conversations in the background with others, and just constant stimulation. And we may not feel that we have ever felt that greater peace that we are searching for. We search for it through other people. We search for it through, maybe our partners or something like that. And the only way that you're going to find that everlasting peace is with God and with Him. And if you take the time to sit quietly by yourself and to pray and to listen to Him, which most of us pray and we move on, right? But we don't take the time to actually listen to what comes through. What is He saying to us? What should we be doing next? What is our guide telling us, right? And so I've really been listening more lately. So I think it's a great way to really find your direction in life, and it gives you that inner peace that you're always searching for. And I assure you that you can, find that lasting peace with God. And when you take the time to, sit quietly enough each day and to listen to God's words, you can grasp that inner peace, because you start to get used to the feeling of being in that peaceful moment. And then that's when you can pray your best and you can listen your best, right? When you find that inner peace with no distractions. I love that nice time early in the morning when you first wake up before you open your eyes, and that last bit of time in the evening before you go to bed, where you can pray, you can listen, you can just, be alone quietly within your own head. And it's a wonderful way to find that daily, feeling that can, really refresh your soul. You know what I mean? Every day it like refreshes you, and it's just a really, really wonderful feeling. So I hope you'll take the time to, really, be able to sit quietly, find your little time slot. It may be different for you. It may be, during the day when you take your lunch hour, where you don't have kids around and you don't have all this busyness going on. It may be a time where your child may take a nap and you're like, now is the time I can rest. I can do a little prayer book, or I can write a gratitude journal. I can do something and listen to Him, right? So anyway, so that's what I, wanted to share with you today. And this is my little recipe. I love doing this. I'll write a recipe and then I'll kind of decorate it. I'll show you another one. So this is the one that I was going to put together tomorrow. And it is a, what is it? Oh, it's a tiramisu. I didn't write the label on it on the top. A tiramisu cookie. We're going to be making that tomorrow. That's going to be amazing. A tiramisu cookie. But see how I decorate my little pages? And I had a cute one the other day, and I just kept going with it. Here's one that's about an Italian pastry. So I did that one, and then I just have fun with it. And this one was most of these were about yogurt, chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding. It was about ice cream, different flavors of ice cream, peanut butter cups, kind of all different little sweets, and I decorated it like that. I thought it was just so adorable. So it is a really cute page. And I want to get back to my recipe so I don't start making the wrong thing. There. So And then there's that one, and then I wrote a description of how to cut the dough. I'm always doing that stuff. So I'm just going to leave this stuff here for today because I'm going to come back and make this recipe tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to share it with you guys. We did do our vanilla extract in that last little snippet before my phone shut off in the part 1, or I may just, yeah, I guess it's a part 1, but we did the vanilla extract. We did do the little drying the flowers or whatever. We did do that in the last video. And so now I'm going to kind of bring over some other little things that I want to work on. And leave this recipe stuff here. I'm going to bring over some little things that I'm working on right now. And this is some little like coloring. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I have these 2 little colors. This is a fabric paint. This one is turmeric. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to make some different colors of these little rose petals. So I have all of these rose petals like this. And I like to make some little headpieces. Let me show you. I'll bring over the stuff that I'm thinking of using. Like I have these little hairpins, which would be really cute with a little rose on the end of it for summertime to wear in your hair. Just regular little hairpins that, like, if you poof your hair up or whatever, or you want to just kind of weave it in your hair, just regular little hairpins. So I want to use those and make a couple of different colors that I can wear them this summer, or I can even sell them. I'm not sure. But these are combs. So if we make enough to where we could put 2 or 3 on a comb, I think those would be cute too. So I have a whole bunch of combs in this bag. And then I also have some headbands. So what I thought about doing is taking some, ooh. So here's the framework for a headband. There's a whole bunch here. So there's the framework. And I thought about if we could somehow, you know, get some lace on this. Maybe hot glue or sew some lace on here. And then maybe, I don't know, I'm just playing with the idea. So that, but anyway, so I want to see if I can get some different colors. So I'm going to take some of these out. Now I do want to do some flowers that are this color, like an ivory, almost like a buttercup yellow, but an ivory color. So I want to do some that are plain and natural that are this color, which would be really pretty. But then I also want to do some that is this color, and I'm going to just stir this back up again. And I really don't want the pink to be this color pink. So I'm hoping I can get it to, let's see, we're going to put some in the fabric dye, fabric paint. And there's so many of these, and they really are tight together. Like that one I think may have even been 2. They're very thin. They're like a little petal. They're each little petals of a rose. And I don't know how many you need. Let's see, you probably need at least 6 or 8. So we're gonna dip them in here. And let's see. We don't want a real dark pink. I think they need to stay a little bit longer. We don't want a real dark pink. And then for this other one, I need to get this off my countertop before it makes a stain. My husband will kill me. What are you doing to our house? Okay, and then we're gonna put some in this turmeric and see if we can get a little bit nicer yellow color. I'm gonna do 10. Get them down in there. And I'm just trying this stuff out. I like to try a cinnamon one, so I'm gonna maybe make some water with cinnamon. Now this is gonna work. This is gonna dye that. Make sure these pinks are gonna get pink. We just want them a pale, real pale pink, kind of like what they are now. So I don't know if we want to leave it in too much longer. Let me get a cinnamon one, and I'm going to see how that looks. I think that might be nice and natural looking. Might be kind of pretty. So I just used some warm water. I'm going to just sprinkle some cinnamon in here if I find it. I moved all my spices into a drawer, so they're not on my shelf anymore, which is kind of nice. Okay, we got our cinnamon water. Stir this in. This might give us like a little antique-y look. I don't know. We could have did it with a tea dye or a coffee dye too, but I just thought cinnamon might be something a little different. I don't know if it's going to mix real well. Doesn't like to mix with water too well. Let's just stir it. Just be patient. Let's be patient. Sometimes we're not always patient, right? I know I don't have much battery life on all of my cameras. I deleted so many videos yesterday from my phone, and so many videos, so many pictures from my phone, and it shut off on me. And I have no idea why. It's like, it's almost like, what is going on? Okay, well, that's good enough. Let's see what we get. Let's just try. You never know. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how thin they are? Like paper thin. Less than paper thin. 8, 9, 10. Let's see what we have. That sun looks amazing outside. I got to get my work clothes on and get out there doing something. I got a load of laundry to dry. And figure something out for dinner. What? I think I'm going to have leftover. I made macaroni and cheese last night out of sourdough noodles. They were so delicious. You can get the sourdough noodles from Thrive Market. I'm all out now, but they are amazing. So we're going to let that soak and see what that looks like. And I think these yellow ones, these are cute. So I'm going to take these out already. So see, they're a little bit more, I think they're a little more yellow than what they were. Super cute. Yep, they're a little more yellow, I think. I think they are. Now, what will they look like once they're rinsed off? That's another story, okay? That's another. All right, we're going to take these pink ones out. We don't want them to get too pink. Then we're just going to let these dry. And you can surely tell these are pink. They stick together so much, like 1, 2, 3. Look at that. They're stuck together. The pinks are cute too. Just thought we'd try it. No, don't get on the yellow ones. One more, I think. We have them all. Yep, we have them all. Okay, I can get rid of this stuff. But just to show you, like this one, I don't know if you can see the difference or not. This is more yellowy, like the buttercup yellow I'm looking for. And then this one is the original color, and you can see that it's more yellow. Those are going to be amazing. And I'm not going to rinse them. I'm just going to make them after that. So I'll be able to at least make one rose, maybe two here, or one, I don't know. We'll see. We'll put some of this maybe in the middle, and then put those around the outside edge. That way we will be able to make it a little bit fuller. So let's see what, I'm going to take this off, put it up here to dry, and then whatever I have here, pink off. Let's see what these are looking like. Yeah, they're kind of like a brown color. I'm just going to take them out and see what happens with these. Just kind of like a little experiment, I guess I'd say. We will have to rub off the cinnamon, of course, once they're dry. I think I have two together here. One. Smell wonderful. Two. But see how they are like a little tinge different. See how they are a different tinge color once we rub all that cinnamon off, but I still think they'll have like a nice little brownish tint to them, which will make a really nice kind of like an antique-y looking rose. I think that would be amazing. And so yeah, so I'm going to get rid of this little mess here. And then maybe later when I come in, I might, if these are, well, tomorrow, I'll probably have to wait till tomorrow, till these are all dry. And then I got to wash my hands though and get rid of this stuff. And then I don't know if I want to get rid of it. I might just put it in the windowsill, because if I want to make more and I really like how it turns out, then I don't have that same color. That same, I'm going to set this in the window. So it'll be fine overnight. Take my rocks out of there and put them over here. And then these, oh, this one, I need to do this one over here. That way we don't knock them over. And then all of this, I have some oranges here that are going to waste. I'm not sure what to do with them. I thought about putting them in the dough for the donuts. I'm not sure if I'm going to or not, but I think I might, because I need to do something with them. Okay, we're going to just put these back in here so they don't get messed up. And we can come back to this project later on and see what we can do with this tomorrow. I'm going to get rid of this jar. Gonna let this all dry. Very nice. Wonderful. Do I want to throw this jar away? I think I do. I save too much stuff like that. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, and if you haven't purchased my book yet, if you like to do tailoring or sewing, you can go on the description and find my book link on Amazon, and you can purchase my book. It tells a little bit about me. It tells how to do different sewing techniques, and you can actually make a career out of it, and you can make money. So that, and then I want to show you, I haven't looked at them yet today, but I have sprouting Morning Glory, marigolds, and these bachelor buttons. But I don't think they sprouted yet. Oh, they did? Well, the marigolds sprouted a little. We're going to leave it again. And then what I do is I just spray this with water 2 or 3 or 4 times a day. You have to keep it moist. And then it just sprout them. This is just like a little tray. My husband sometimes eats off of this tray. I put his food on there and take it to him. When we're in the TV room, sometimes we'll take our dinner and sit in the TV room while something important's on or something we want to watch. Otherwise, we're at the table. But and this is chive seeds here. But we just want to keep them moist So we have that going on, and I tell you, we just always have different projects going on all the time, and it makes it a lot of fun. I'd love to know what these, I stir that cinnamon into the, I hope they end up a little brown color, a little tinge to them. So, okay, so I'm going to go for now, and I hope to make another video tomorrow for you guys, like finishing this other recipe, and then doing some other stuff, and then maybe putting together some of these hair things. Once these all dry, maybe we could put some of these together. So I'm going to talk to you guys all again tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I want to thank all of my new subscribers. I am amazed, and I am just so grateful that you are liking some of the stuff that I post and that you are watching. And I really do appreciate it. So thank you so, so much. Okay, I'll talk to you guys all real soon. I love you guys. Bye-bye.